Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And I must say, I've done my research, and today is definitely not the 1st of April. Had I done this story on the 1st of April, people would have mistakenly thought, aha, this is your joke story of the day. Alas, this is no joke. I'm going to use the word serious, but I'm using the word serious in its loosest possible form. Because when I saw this story, I honestly didn't believe it. I had to, what? What? But what I'm about to tell you is genuine. The SNP has confirmed that it has held talks with a commercial space station company over plans to launch a Scottish lab in space. Presumably, they're looking for independence from the rest of humanity. The early proposals, discussions to address Scottish industries being able to use a laboratory in space are being held with Axiom Space, the company currently creating the first privately developed space station. Now, this is a country in Scotland that can't fix its roads, has got terrible education policy, whose hospitals are falling apart, who can't produce a ferry, let alone a space station, and now they're looking to put an orbiting platform up, presumably so they can send Angus bloody Robertson up there, because he's enough of a space cadet as it is, so he can sit and quaff caviar and drink his champagne in 0G, orbiting the Earth 16 times a day. Mind you, I can't see a problem with that if it gets rid of him. The Texan firm's first commercial space station is designed to be able to connect its modules to the International Space Station, the ISS. Plans for the Axiom station, the first section of which is due to be launched in 2026, will have facilities for scientific research and manufacturing. The company believes this will lead to the development of industrial techniques that are only available in microgravity. Indeed, and just as an aside, I happen to know some of the things such as growing incredibly precise and pure crystals for the computer industry, for wafers and things. It means you can get the silicon wafers down to incredibly thin sheets. And that way it just makes them so much quicker and so much less power hungry. The station will also provide an accessible platform for private companies and governments to continue research and development of breakthrough innovations, which the SNP hope to take advantage of. What possibly is going through their mind? Scotland cannot afford this. The UK may be able to chip a bit in. But what on earth research would the SNP do that involved 0G? This is just... You can't make this up. I am genuinely not making this up. SNP Business Minister Richard Lochhead met with Axiom's Director of Corporate Business and Partnerships, and I'm not making this up. His name is Jonathan Mars. And the strategic advisor, Nicholas Russell, and discussed potential opportunities for Scotland from space infrastructure. Lockheed said that he was aware of all the debate regarding the potential for low Earth orbit laboratories with microgravity for pharma, semiconductors, and a range of research areas in the future. The research being what? How can we become independent and have our own space station, an orbiting platform, open weapons, open fire, bring back his body. He said, thinking serious about our role and the opportunities given our track of always being at the forefront of research and science. I've seen the SNP's track. I've seen their role. I've seen their experience. They've yet to develop to deliver on anything. Nearly 18 years ago, they promised to bring in all these wonderful things. 18 years ago, they promised to duel the A9. It's not likely to be duelled before 2050, and certainly not by the SNP. They're going to be 8 years behind on a ferry, which is half a £1 billion over budget. And they want to talk about an orbiting space platform. I don't know what they are doing in the back rooms of Holyrood, but whatever it is, it's good shit. It must be the purest Columbia has to offer. Anyway, he said it's an exciting time for Scotland's tech and innovation industries. He said he's even met Axiom Space Company, who are building the first commercial international space station. We're speaking about having a lab in space, and what that will mean for Scotland. If countries are queuing up to have a lab in space, we have to ask ourselves, in Scotland, what's our role in that? Do we want to be a leader or a follower? And is there an appetite for that in the life sciences community in Scotland? Oh, I see. So it's everybody else is going to have a lab in space. We need one too, because that makes us look like an independent country, even though we're not. So what happens then? The British government say, right, we'll put a lab up. Boom. And they put this lab up. And then Scotland goes, oh, but we want one too. And the UK government says, you've got one, you can access ours. And Scotland goes, but it's not the same. You're researching things and we're not. We want to research different things, like, does independence work in zero gravity? No. Unbelievable, isn't it? Can you see the Loch Ness Monster from orbit? No. These people are off their... I mean, listen. If this wasn't... You can see why I didn't think this was real. They are genuinely on about it. They want to spend £4 billion pounds. And for what benefit? Spend £4 billion, hire a few nurses, hire a few policemen, hire a few teachers, fix a fucking road. And this bunch of absolute space cowboys want to launch an orbiting platform so that they can pretend that they're important. You couldn't make it up. Let me know what you think. I mean, it's stunning, isn't it? Let me know what you think. Till next time, stay safe, stay well, and I will speak to you later. Bye.